And action.
Oh, yeah.
Little does her know.
Little does her know.
Welcome to episode whatever.
Episode, I guess, 2 of the reboot.
Yeah.
2 of the reboot, Texas edition. We went to Texas.
Trying to keep my mic away from you so I don't have to do as much editing as last
should
time.
I do this? I keep trying
What
to
did you do?
What? What do you mean?
I didn't mean to make it so aggressive.
I moved my mic to the side.
All I see is you're like, wait, should I do this?
What? Sorry, I moved too fast. I'm trying
Yeah.
to make sure I'm in the
Bruh.
frame without also being too close with my mic too.
This is the Bucky edition. It'll be fine. Because, I mean, unless we decide to be on opposite ends of the room, I'm sure it's going to pick up our stuff a little bit.
Yeah, we got to do what we can do, and that's
it. Yeah. Welcome to episode 2 of the reboot of Little Does Her Know.
Of Little Does Her Know.
Yeah.
So
looking at Cheddar. He's sleeping. I wish we could pan. We don't have that technology yet. Well,
no, you just have
that
to believe
technology
us.
exists.
But
We just
we're not
don't own
doing
it. Yeah, we don't own it.
So we went to Texas.
Yeah.
Well, what was it?
Last weekend.
Yeah, what? I'm trying to think. Did we leave on a Thursday? When did we leave?
Does
Friday?
it matter?
I'm trying to think in my head of what
You want
literally
chronological events.
That's what I wrote down.
I just mostly wanted things like kind of topics. I guess, yeah, it makes sense. Like highlights of the trip rather than
basically
rehashing every single thing.
I'm like,
Just
this
because-
is notable things that happened.
Yeah, but it's like we need to make sure our audience can actually comprehend what we're saying because the last episode was very chaotic.
Nothing.
We were saying nothing but everything.
We said a lot of things and we
Yeah.
talk so freaking fast. So I'm trying to be like,
I know, I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful.
I know, I'm like, we can literally edit everything. So
Yeah.
we don't need to just
Exactly.
give ourselves spaces so it's actually easy to edit too.
Yeah. We can't go on tangents. Here's
Yeah.
Bucky. Hi, I'm Bucky.
Ew. I don't like that.
I was referencing Chucky, my worst nightmare. It says, don't mess with Texas. He's a beaver. Have y'all ever been to Bucky?
Bucky's is really fucking fun. We literally went twice while we were
did.
there.
I was gonna get a crazy outfit, but I decided to settle for don't mess with Texas Bucky.
And also this shirt that says, what, everyone want beef with Bucky?
Yeah,
Everyone
I can't turn
has
around.
beef with Bucky. You just have to trust that it's really cool.
Yeah. Maybe I'll twirl.
They gotta send for you first.
That's true.
Paulette also got this hat and
Yeah.
Bucky slides.
I do have Bucky slides.
I got a little bit of Bucky's merch. I got Bucky's
Bucky slides,
I
baby.
got straw toppers. You can't see it because it's like down. But Bucky straw toppers, and I got
You
magnets.
just showed them your cup.
I like my cups. I would just have to believe that I had it,
Yeah.
basically.
Maybe we'll take pictures and insert them.
I mean, we do have a whole vlog.
Oh, yeah,
That-
that's true. We have a vlog that's
We have
coming.
a Texas vlog. It's not very good because the trip was literally so chaotic and packed with stuff for us to do that we literally just recorded 15 seconds at a time of random stuff. So
literally.
this is kind of like an explanation of the vlog, basically.
And since we needed another episode, we can't just have one reboot episode and then drop off the face of the earth again.
That would be very on brand for us, though. We said we're back. Just
Bye.
kidding.
Yeah, we said hee hee. One day we'll be consistent. We're trying our best. But
Okay.
this one over here.
It's gonna. We have to go to Ohio in 5 days.
Have fun.
You're
But-
gonna be there.
I'm going to be there.
You're gonna be in Ohio.
Yes.
You said have fun.
I said how fun.
Oh. Okay.
Have fun.
At least we have beds.
Well, we had beds in Texas.
Well, no. Well, originally, I thought we were gonna have to buy an air mattress or something if all my siblings were there.
And
But
then
they're
our
not.
fat asses would have flattened it.
Yeah, we would have been pumping it up in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fun. And then literally after that, Grace is going to Maryland for a wedding. Wait,
Yeah.
or is
No,
she not? She's
I
going
thought
to
it was-
DC.
Yeah, where's Maryland?
I don't know. We were looking at wedding venues when we were at the laundromat, and I was looking at Marilyn, and I think that's what's in my head.
Grace is getting married without
She's
you.
getting married without me.
Because you're marrying Lisa Vanderpump.
I had a dream about her last night.
Finally.
But that's besides the point.
Yes.
I literally forgot what I was talking about. Something about Lisa in my dream.
Were y'all smooching?
No, I think I was just like in Vanderpump Rules for a little bit.
Ah, okay.
So she was just a part of it. Traveling. Yeah, yes. She's going to a wedding in DC.
Yeah.
And then we're going to Hilton Head. And then inshallah, I will be home for the rest of the year.
I only have to travel one more time, which is Ohio, so I'm happy.
Yeah,
I decided to go to Michigan to visit and one.
That's true. Oh, Michigan would be so cool.
It would be, but I don't think you'd want to travel again, so I have no idea.
No, it makes me sad because I would actually love to go do that too. But just like I told Grace, I was like, if you go to see your grandparents or anything, I'm not going to go. Even though I would love to, I just can't do that again. I'm trying to save up everything I have left inside of me just to go home for Christmas at the end of the year. So
that's true.
Besides, I think Sarah, aka my boss, is going to get really mad at me at the meeting.
Say, can you stop?
Can you stop leaving the state and like do your job?
Well, you're a lead. You're allowed to do whatever you want. She
literally wrote in the timeline for our meeting today. It was like getting strict about time off and availability, and I was like,
"Well,
my bad, guys."
Well, no, because you know who the real problem is. It's Ella.
I know. I think Ella might get fired.
I would not put it past her with all the time she's taking off.
Yeah, she's about to take off the whole summer. So, rip to Ella. Love you though, girl. Hope she's having fun today. She's dressed like an old lady on a party bus. Literally, she was like, sorry, I can't come to our mandatory work meeting because I have to be on a party bus dressed like an old lady. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But then she came by and got a wig because we are the house of wigs, basically.
Vig. Will you veil wigs?
Maybe.
Okay, let's get back on topic.
Okay. Texas. So we were in Texas.
Texas, baby.
Which was a 10, 11-hour drive.
Yeah, about 11 hours with all the breaks that we took.
Yeah, it kind of started off rocky because immediately we were going to have dinner and drive out at like 7. Why did we get hit by like 5 tornadoes at 7?
Mm-hmm.
Like Omaha just decided to have a bunch of tornadoes randomly, and it was
low-key we were going to leave at 9.
Oh, we were?
So we had some time. Yeah,
okay.
No bars.
Oh, period.
Even though those were bars.
Bars. So there was many tornadoes.
Yeah, many tornadoes.
Many tornadoes. But we didn't get hit by any, but it was a little bit scary at first with the tornado sirens blaring.
But I said, tornado, come and get me because I'm leaving when I said I'm going to leave.
Paulette literally said, fuck a tornado. I don't care. I'm still going to drive.
Yeah.
And you know what? We didn't get hit by a tornado. So.
We did not. So that was good.
Yeah, we made it. We didn't stop, honestly, too much. Took minimal pee breaks.
Mm-hmm. You did very well with your fluids.
I was dehydrating myself because I really wanted to make sure that I was good. I only hit 2 animals the whole time, and they were both in Oklahoma. But Oklahoma's really scary. When you drive past it in the rural part, it has a sign that's like, hitchhikers may be escaped inmates.
Yeah.
And then I think we saw one on the way back.
Yeah, that was terrifying. So never go to Oklahoma.
No, it was really scary. It was dark, and we were literally listening to scary stories.
Mm-hmm. Like, and then I'm over here. I look out the corner, like, it's pitch black because we were stuck. Hello,
Gracie Poo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Way to go, Cook.
Cookie, don't be bad. Get up here, goob.
Sheesh. But, okay, so on the way back, we got stuck in traffic for like 40 minutes. So we ended up having to leave, like, and go a different way once we were finally able to get out.
I don't think you realize how bad that traffic was either. I'm like, we literally could have parked in that moment.
Yeah, it was a standstill. I was just eating Frosted Flakes.
It was horrible. Yeah, added like 2 hours to our drive.
Yeah, it was so frustrating. So we didn't actually get out of Texas for like 2 hours because of that stupidity, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're in the darkness of rural Oklahoma, and I happen to look to my left, and there's the highway, there's this patch of grass, and then there's like the highway part that we're on, and there's just this man that's like shirtless, just like T-posing out in that little patch of grass. And I'm like, at first, because, it's like Easter weekend and stuff like that, I thought maybe people had like some weird decoration up of like a scarecrow or like a little like scarecrow of Jesus on the cross or something. So I like looked at it, and then I was like, no, that's a shirtless man, and he's moving towards us. So I said, I'm going to zoom past.
He was moving towards us?
Yeah.
Okay, this was really lucky because we zoomed past and Paula goes, oh my God, did you see that? And I was like, what? And they tell me, and I'm freaking out for literally the next hour. So thank God I caught no wind of that.
Yeah, because that was honestly terrifying. I was like...
I immediately thought about that sign we saw, and I was like, oh, hell no.
See, meanwhile, I'm thinking about how lots of people... from these scary stories that I listen to, people will just be kind of like on the side of the road, and they'll like fake some kind of like either injury or like that they're faking their car trouble, or they'll just like put little like spikes on the road that give you flat tires.
Oh my God, I think about the spikes sometimes because they're like, you see spikes in front of you, so you stop and you try to back up, but there's spikes behind you, so you're freaking screwed. And that's literally like ingrained in my brain.
Literally.
Like, it's so freaking scary. Those stories were not helping us.
They weren't, but I was also having a great time.
We turned down that like little road, and it was like tall grass on both sides, and we were so freaking scared.
Mm-hmm. But let's get back to the beginning, the first drive of how you hit a possum. And then 2 seconds later, an armadillo.
It was not 2 seconds later, but it was
an armadillo.
Least 15 minutes.
The first time she ever saw an armadillo.
Oh my God!
And I was like,
no.
oh, that's great. You're gonna get to see an armadillo and everything. And then she goes and she's like, oh, hopefully it's not like in Rango.
No, not even. You were just talking about how they had armadillos, and I was like, wow. Remember in Rango when there was an armadillo and it got ran over and it was really sad.
Yeah, and then boom, she hits one. Because her dumbass is like, yeah,
no, I hit the possum
actually
first.
True, but she was like, I'm actually really smart because I know not to swerve whenever there's an animal around.
I was always told not to swerve because that's how you crash and die.
Yeah, if you're overcorrecting too much,
but
or there's oncoming traffic.
It's me that's swerving, not a normal person. So if I swerve, we are most likely going to crash and die.
That's true, but that's why I was like, you have to do a little bit. So, like, first, she didn't even register the possum.
No, the possum and she came out of nowhere.
She's
I was like...
And I said...
The sound was honestly very traumatic.
Yeah, and then...
In
that armadillo, she tried to swerve, but it didn't work. She just swerved into it.
You were like... I'm not as bad as Reed's husband.
That's true. So my like partner that I work with at my cleaning company, she was telling me, because I was telling her about the armadillo and stuff like that. She was telling me that her husband literally, like, she saw a fox just running on the side of the road, and she was like, "Oh, there's a fox." And so he's like, "Oh, where?" And literally swerves and hits it trying to find it.
Damn, that sucked.
That did
But then
suck a lot.
To make me feel better, I think Paulette told me that once they hit a deer.
Yeah.
And it flew. And not that it flew like down the road, it flew off to the side.
It was like punting a football. And I don't know how that happened, but luckily, like, ripped to that deer, because I think it was so a baby sad. Deer, and I was literally just like shocked and so upset that I had that I just hit it. But I was also like, it was comical the way that it like flew out. Just because I was like,
flying sideways is crazy.
Yeah, I was like, how does that happen? But yeah, so that was a good start to the trip.
Yeah.
Tornadoes and then her murdering animals.
It was really sad, honestly.
It was. Poor Bucky. He has to hear this story.
Don't worry, Bucky, I would never hit you.
I hope not.
I don't think they have any beavers crossing. But
Probably
it's
not.
sad because apparently armadillos are like roadkill a lot out where they are because their vision is so poor and they're like nighttime creatures. So they get hit all the time. And that's really freaking sad.
That is very sad.
And what's even sadder, I feel like, is every time I tell someone that I hit these two poor animals, no one gives a fuck about the possum. They're always like, I can't believe you hit an armadillo. And I'm like, well, first of all, yeah, me either. But second of all, damn, why you say fuck the possum?
I know. If I had told and one that story, she would be crying because of the possum. Those are like her favorite animals.
Yeah, shout out to Anne for real.
Yeah. So you killed her favorite animal. I don't know if she'll be besties with you anymore.
It's too late. She's already decided. Especially and one might come to Ohio when we're there, and we like to fuck up the yellow rose.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can finally ride a mechanical bull.
If the bull's not broken, we're gonna have Purple Pussy Night Part 2. Y'all don't even want to know about Purple Pussy Night with and one.
That was crazy.
That was an insane day. That literally changed the world. We might have to get in that one day. Oh, we have and one on the podcast.
That would be so fun.
Oh my god.
She'd be our number one hater though.
Oh, she'd just be in here roasting the fuck out of us.
Yeah, but all in good fun.
I think the crowd would love her.
Yeah. I like that you said conking out at Harry Potter 2 times speed.
I was trying so hard to stay awake, and then Paulette puts on a Harry Potter book, but Paulette listens at like 2 times speed, which is fine because I can totally get down with that. But something about it literally immediately lulled me to sleep, and I was out at like
probably because you're being told a story.
I know, it was like,
and you're a baby.
It was like, but in a British accent. Was that it?
Yeah.
Slow that down. Let's see what it sounds like. But then when we woke up, we stopped to pee, and we got some Red Bulls. Mm-hmm. And the guy, I think, thought that we looked super fucking rough. So he was like, you know what? Special discount for you. Yeah. Buy 2, get 1 free. And he told us to go and get another Red Bull. And we got it for free.
Literally, we got like 2 hours of sleep once we got to the Airbnb. And my eyes were so bloodshot. Like, I'm pretty sure I popped every vessel in my eye.
Yeah, dude. We crashed super hard. And we woke up. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I know. And Friday was like the worst because
it was the busiest day.
Yeah, it was the busiest day. Then I got a super cool hand tattoo.
Yes.
Ugh. Hand tattoo
knuckle tatted
with some knuckle tats,
Poly
baby.
C knuckle tats.
Yeah, you put them together. It says Poly C. What's better than that?
It's really freaking awesome.
Yeah, so that somehow took 6 hours, and I was in pain for like probably the last 2 hours, honestly.
It was
because it like
bad.
Yeah, because it's like a tattoo obviously hurts, but I was like, because I was expecting the knuckle tats to like be painful as hell, but no, that hand tattoo, especially up towards like this part, I was like kick screaming, crying internally, and eventually, I think the guy, because he took like so many breaks, and I like to just go for it because the longer you let it sit, the more painful it's going to be because your like body is finally paying attention to the pain and stuff like that. So it was just like so hurtful, so painful because of all the stupid breaks. They had to put numbing stuff on my tattoo.
It didn't even last that long.
Yeah, it lasted like 15 minutes, and I was like, okay.
And the fact that to numb it, they had to like break your skin first too. So it was like...
They literally have to break your skin and then spray it, and then they have to like cover it up for 15 minutes, and then they take it off, and then they see if it works, and if it does, then they start cleaning it, or not cleaning it, they start tattooing it more. Yeah. And it's just, that whole experience was something else.
Dude, it was painful because not only first it gets to the tattoo place, we went to your parents' house to see their house, that part was nice.
Yeah.
Because basically the whole reason we were there is Cheddar. What are you doing?
We weren't there because of Cheddar.
Come on.
We ran away from Cheddar.
We did. We needed a break. But now I feel bad because Cheddar has to go to the vet because his tummy hurts.
Yeah, he keeps puking up his food.
Cheddar is puking everywhere. And Cheddar pukes a lot already, but he's been puking even more. So,
yeah.
You got to go get him fixed up. But yeah, we went to go see your parents. We get there. Your mom's immediately like mad at us. Just for existing.
Well, no, she got She wanted a hug first. She was happy to see me for 2 seconds, and then she said, "Ew, why are you here?"
She was like, "Do we really have to hang out with you? I just want to go get my groceries."
Literally. I'm like, that was her only day off for the whole trip, too. Keep in mind, I'm going to Texas to see her.
We had already pre-planned that this day that she was gonna like go to the tattoo place with us, and
Yeah.
we only thought it was gonna take like 3 hours max too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think she got her karma for it taking 6 hours because, like, she didn't get to hang out with me, like, basically the whole day. Afterwards, we literally ate dinner and then we left. Because it was like,
dinner.
well, you can tell them about your dinner. I had a burrito.
I know.
I eat normally.
Every time I think about it, it was so funny. I thought it was gonna be like a normal chicken taco, like like cut up pieces of chicken inside like a tortilla. I get it. Why is why is it an open tortilla and one chicken tender?
It was so
but at
funny.
that point, the day was so long, and this was just the first 24 hours, so I just ate my chicken tender and dealt with it, honestly.
At least it was good.
And the whole time, the entire table is just staring at me like, and I'm like, what do you want me to do?
No, I was eating my burrito. My mom and Chris were like cracking up.
They thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
Well, I was also wondering why that lady seemed taken aback by your request of just chicken.
I know.
She was just like,
not even
okay.
2 chicken tenders in the taco, just one.
Just one big old chicken.
So that was strange.
Yeah.
But
we also, Chris, like, mistook you saying Tex-Mex as you wanted Tex-Mex.
I think Chris really wanted to go to that place just in general, and he was looking for any excuse.
Yeah, he was like, oh, Tex-Mex.
I can't lie. The chicken was good. Like, it was really good. I just wish they put more in the taco.
Not just one chicken strip.
I'm like, if they even had put 2, I would have been good with that.
It was like a breaded chicken strip, too. Yeah. Which made it really weird.
It was very strange, and it tasted like a taco. So, I mean, they were close enough.
Yeah, that's so funny because, I mean, like, my steak that was in my burrito wasn't just a whole steak.
Okay, right?
It was chopped up. So that's weird.
Even usually if you get, like, chicken wraps or something from, like, any place, it's chopped up chicken. Mm-hmm. So that was very strange. Like, I would actually, even if I had gotten all the stuff on it, I would have been so mad if I had got a taco that was just one chicken strip and some lettuce and like maybe some salsa on it. I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Yeah. Like, either way, they kind of just said fuck me for real.
Yeah, because that was weird as hell.
So don't get chicken tacos if you go to Tex-Mex. You don't know what they're doing there.
I don't even remember what that place was called. It's got like a devil on it, like a devil pig or something. Diablo. Yeah, it was like...
Who's Diablo?
Exactly. You would never know who Diablo is. It was some... There was like a little like pig baby that was like just like a devil or something on there. I could be completely wrong.
I'm pretty sure that is what it was.
Yeah, so I have no idea what it actually was, but
it was strange.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, the drive to the tattoo place and back was like an hour.
Yeah.
So honestly, like, the drive wasn't even that bad because we finally got to sit in the back seat in some AC.
Yeah.
Let them drive.
Because I don't have AC in my car.
Yeah. But we got there and he took all those breaks. Meanwhile, I'm sitting on this little random chair that has like blood stains on it that I saw.
I saw that too.
Because I was like, is that me? And I was like, that's not me.
Because I'm like, that's weird that there's just blood stains.
I know. So let me tell you, my booty was hurting. Like, my tailbone was so sore going from sitting in the car, like, for our actual drive there, and then sitting on that chair for 6 hours. I was about to sit in the other tattoo chair, honestly.
You should have.
I was like, why can't he just let me?
I mean, I wouldn't see why you couldn't.
My tailbone has just now stopped being sore. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
At least you got really cool tattoos.
That is true. I'm very happy with my tattoos. Although I am sad because you can definitely see where some of the ink's fallen out, but...
Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Especially the one part where he went over and over and over and over and over again on the freaking tattoo is of course, the part where a lot of ink has fallen out. So I'm like, that's fun.
At
But you know what? I
least,
can do it myself.
yeah,
I
you
can
can
touch it
do
up
it
myself.
yourself.
I got
And
so many
if you
tattoos.
wanted to, you could go to a place and get it filled in pretty easy.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's not the worst. Overall, you got the super cool design and everything done.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks awesome, so that's good.
Yeah. Cheddar.
Ooh.
Okay, what do we have now?
Oh,
The second day
the
of
second
shopping.
day. That was pretty relaxing. Because originally, we were also going to go to your father's 2 hours away on the first night. Was not happening.
He wanted us to have some of his brisket because he was like a pit boss or something like that, where he just smokes meat all day. But yeah, since it took a lot longer than we thought and it literally was 2 hours away, we were like, hell no. See you next time.
And then, we were going to go, the day after that, but then we decided to go Sunday.
Yeah, because then it was basically a little family reunion.
Yeah, so that was fun. So the second day, we really got to just kind of spin by ourselves, actually doing like fun little things we wanted. We drove, it was like, 45 minutes, an hour away?
Yeah, about an hour.
It wasn't really that bad because everything we wanted to see was kind of around the same area.
We got some Dutch Bros.
Yeah, you had your first Dutch Bro.
Yeah, I've never been there, so it was interesting. The coffee, the cold brew or whatever that I got was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
I liked my latte because the espresso was pretty good, but it kind of sucked ass on the flavoring. But I'm really picky about my lattes now since I literally make my own every single day. But I can admit it was pretty good.
Yeah.
We did Goodwill. That was fun.
Talk about that old lady.
Yeah, we were freaking in line, and this lady keeps coming up to us, and she has this raggedy little, like, stuffed animal, and she's like, do you think this is a good gift? And
we're like,
if you wash it.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, no, I don't have time for that.
I'm like, so you're going to, like, I'm assuming a child's birthday party, since it's a little stuffed animal, and you weren't going to wash it? You were just going to give it to him, and it looked dirty as fuck, and it's sitting at a Goodwill. You're weird.
Exactly. And then the lady that was in front of us, she just had her cart in the middle of the way, and I couldn't tell if like that was her standing in line because she was
going through the aisle.
Yeah, she was going through the aisle like searching for stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. And then she's like, excuse me, I'm in line. And I said, shut the hell up, bitch.
Literally,
and then I got up behind her.
Oh, the lady that did the thing with their stuffed animal, she was also the one that blew up the bathroom when I was in there, and it was crazy. I literally like ran out of there.
So in conclusion, there was no Southern hospitality in that place.
But we did get some cool stuff.
Yeah.
You got a really sick shirt, and I got a nice dress.
I got a shirt that says, what's it say? My wife
let me play pinball.
Yeah, my wife let me play pinball or something. Or I love it when my wife lets me play pinball or something.
Something really funny. But it was just like sitting right there, and it was so perfect for you.
It was, and we need to go play pinball.
We're going to go play pinball. That was really fun because they had like the best pinball there. We went to how do you say it?
It's Daiso.
Daiso.
Yeah. It's basically like a Japanese Five Below, where it's got all of these, everything. They've got like good snacks. So we got to try I tried a bunch of buns.
We had a bunch of drinks. They were all kind of like, Okay,
we're back.
We're back. The drinks were kind of hit or miss.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't bad. It was just like
I wouldn't go
our
back
refrigerator was messed up.
Oh my god, I forgot. The refrigerator literally stopped working. We somehow got it to work because we had like ice in there and ice cream and frozen pizzas and like our milks and stuff, and we were just like, is this gonna go bad?
Yeah.
But we managed to live through it. We made it work.
Yeah, no, I just started smacking things until the temperature thing came back on, so it worked. And then I just made sure that the refrigerator was like super duper sealed and stuff like that.
Honestly, when in doubt, if an appliance doesn't work, just smack it around a bunch to see if it'll turn back on. Because it works a lot of the time.
Exactly. That's the first thing they teach you.
That's the first thing they teach you in appliance school. Yeah. What are those? Plumbers? Not plumbers.
What? Technician schools?
I don't know. There's like a whole...
Plumbers?
It's like...
Okay. Shut up, Cheddar.
It's like a whole thing. They know what I mean.
Do they?
I hope so. Are you coming up here or what? You have something to say? Meow. He's speechless.
That's a first.
I know.
Call him Lady Gaga.
Don't walk in front, Chet.
11:59. You know her song Speechless? So speechless.
I don't think so.
Yes. Everything goes back to Lady Gaga. Or Taylor Swift if you're her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheddar, keep walking.
Cheddar, if you can't. Cheddar, if you ain't got. If you ain't got nothing to say.
Do you see him?
Yeah.
I'm trying to just get him to move.
Cheddar, if you ain't got nothing to say, get off the screen.
Get off the screen.
Sorry, the Texas accent's coming out.
Oh, he's sniffing toes.
Ew, don't sniff my toes, bitch.
All right, Cheddar, go. Your whole mom is downstairs. Why are you up here
I
trying
think
to
she
sit
went
in front of the
into
camera?
y'all's room.
Did she? I thought she was just sitting on the...
I heard the door shut.
Maybe.
Cheddar, if you mess up my setup, I'm gonna beat you up.
Just sit down. Thank you.
Cookie's looking out the window. Why can't you do the same?
He did for a little bit. I think he got bored.
Well,
Just
stop
sit.
harassing us.
Just sit down. But yeah, we had a little shopping day. We went to the game exchange store, so a used game store, which is super cool, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
We got a bunch of Wii games, mainly.
2 of them didn't work, which was so sad.
2 of them freaking didn't work.
Because they were like the fun multiplayer ones, like the Mario and Sonic Winter Olympics or Winter Games, whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah, we were really excited for that.
Yeah. So I was really sad because I really liked that game. And then I got Overcooked, but it was for the Xbox Series X and not the Xbox One. So I'm like,
they literally put it in like the wrong package. So it was stupid.
And I also don't think that I was paying that much attention because I was like, oh yeah, the Xbox One games are with the Xbox One. So I wasn't paying attention fully, so that's partially my fault too. But I got Castlevania, so we're going to try that out. Yeah. And then you got Spyro. That's
true. They didn't do like cash returns, so they just kind of gave us store credits, so we went and found new ones. And I got the first 3 Spyro games remastered. I almost said reimagined.
Not reimagined.
Remastered, so that's super fun because I love that. But overall, we got some pretty good games that we did a haul of. We have to get another nunchuck so we can play Sims, and honestly, just in general. So we're gonna...
Whenever we can eventually get Wii Sports.
Yes, when it's not $50. So if anyone out there has Wii Sports and they want to give it to us.
Yeah, not for $50.
For $10, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Or for free.
One day, free.
We're gonna figure out how to stream.
We're hot, so give us Wii games.
Give us things for free because we're pretty.
Yeah.
Once we figure out how to stream us playing video games, because watching us play video games is actually kind of
We already know how to stream us playing video games.
But we don't. Do we?
But we don't. Yes.
Well, I don't know. That's your job.
Exactly. I'm the technical support. I do everything technical. She just shows up. You know how easy she has it?
Show up and think of things to say, and I don't even think of things to say.
You don't. You just go,
oh, what more do they need?
It's hard. I don't even get paid. I do this all for free.
That's true. The only thing we get paid for is the jobs we work at.
Exactly. And we have to we got to promote our country song that's coming out.
Oh my God. Yeah. Inspired by this trip, we made a song called Texas Rodeo.
Yeah.
Which samples the infamous I Want to Be a Cowboy Baby.
I want to be a cowboy, baby. Hell yeah.
And it's low-key a banger.
Yeah. It's in the works. We got the things laid down.
Yeah.
We just got to polish it.
Should we play a little snippet of the demo? Do I have it?
No, I don't know if
Does anyone have it? Anyone? Me, you, and you.
I mean, we have like the really, really, really rough cut on BandLab.
Ooh, I don't even think I have BandLab on my phone right now.
I don't even think I've showed it to you. So.
Oh,
well, not showed it, shared it with you. I don't know because
Texas
it's not...
Texas born and partially raised.
That's my lyric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll put in a snippet.
A snippet.
I don't know because I like to make sure my stuff sounds good before I am like, hey.
I know it would only be fun to do a little like, that's what it might sound like. But I guess you're just gonna have to believe us.
Yeah, it'll be out soon.
It'll be fun.
I
It's
just
very
gotta,
nice.
we've gotta lay down a few more tracks. I've gotta polish it up. I gotta actually figure out a good place to put the I'm gonna be a cowboy, baby, like part and stuff like that. And then it'll be released and
And that's about
it's
it.
gonna be the best song. It's gonna be better than Yippee Ki
It
by
is gonna be
Kesha.
better than Yippee Ki They wish that they could make the song that we're making right now.
Exactly.
They're so mad. Hoes
Mm-hmm.
mad.
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
Yeah.
so we have the Texas song.
Oh.
What else did we do?
What else did we do?
What else did we do?
Finish up that one the second day. My stepdad made us steaks and it was really good. Also happy that I got to reunite with my dog Rufus.
Rufus is literally crazy. He roundhouse kicked me.
He did. It was very funny. He said, "I like it cut, G," and then kicked her in the back of the
literally,
head.
mind you, this dog is huge. Like, he is a long ass motherfucker. He's not a small dog. And he just parkours around the whole house because he's crazy.
He has so much
And we're
energy.
sitting on the fucking couch like normal people with, I don't know, freaking Butter. One of the cats was around.
Butter.
And then
beautiful.
Rufus comes from the kitchen running, jumps over the couch, and literally kicks me in the back of the fucking head. And I didn't even have time to register what the hell happened until he was there in front of me.
I was giggling the whole time.
And like, it didn't hurt or anything, but I was like, what just happened? Basically. So that was crazy. I was like, oh, hell no, we gotta go home.
And I said, hee hee.
Oh my
It
god.
was so good.
He is a cutie pie. And I do love the kitties. Butter is literally the cutest little thing ever.
Yeah.
Yes, we got the steaks. We went back home.
Did you talk about the lady yelling at you at the game store?
Oh yeah, when we left the game store, I was just wearing just like a skirt. Like,
it was a very flowy skirt. It looked nice.
Yeah, thank you. It was just like a little long skirt. And then she's in like this 2-piece, like a tight, like long sleeve crop top and like a tight long skirt. And she's like, where'd you get that skirt? I need to stop wearing this tight shit. I need to stop showing my ass. And I was like, Goodwill, girl. And she was like, I heard about the Goodwill. And I was like, yeah, go there.
We love the Goodwill.
Basically, anywhere we go, people just come up to us and say things.
Yeah, they like to harass us.
We get harassed pretty frequently by like the weirdest people and about the weirdest stuff. Just like that lady at Goodwill. Like, there were so many people in line there, and she walked all the way to us to ask us the question.
Literally. And we're like, we don't care about your raggedy stuffed animal that you're not even going to wash and give to some child.
Yeah, people are
disrespectful.
Always just doing stuff like that. Or if we go anywhere together, for some reason, people come up to us and ask us if we work there. No, we don't work there. Why would we be working there?
Exactly. We'll be wearing the most normal
clothing. We could be wearing this.
Yeah, and they'd say, do y'all work here? No.
No. Like,
do I look like I work here with my Bucky?
I will literally be wearing like just a big shirt. Can't even see my shorts. We're looking fucked up, honestly, just chilling in our slippers. And they're like, yeah, can you show me where the flour and sugar is? No.
I'll show you where your mama is. My bed.
Whoa. So that happens. And we went back and we tried to play the games. We figured out what worked and what didn't.
Yeah.
It was a long time before we could even figure out how to plug the Wii in because they had a really weird Roku.
Yeah, and the Roku, because the TV wasn't a Roku TV, it was just like one of those USB, like you stick it in the back and then it becomes a Roku TV. So they also didn't have like a regular remote for their actual TV. So I had to like keep pushing buttons and like somehow I got everything to work. I don't know how, but
it randomly was just there and I was like, wait.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. I'm literally the smartest person on the face of the earth.
So we did that. And I think we just ended up playing our Mario World because it was like the only two-player game.
Yeah, because, first you played Paper Mario.
I did not realize that Paper Mario was one player, and I was very confused. I was like, this is unlike any Mario game I've ever played.
Yeah, because Paper Mario is like more story-driven.
And I did not know that. I've really only played 2 Mario games, Mario World and Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So
Mario Kart is also like $50. So
we want Mario Kart.
Yeah,
so
whoever wants to give us
bad.
Mario Kart for no more than $10, please.
Yeah, hand it over.
Yeah.
But basically every night we would come back to the Airbnb and try to like chill and do our own thing, but we'd be so fucking tired we'd just go to bed immediately.
Literally, we did watch Bad Girls Club after we played
That
a
was
little bit of the Super Mario Bros.
Tipsy Ripsy will go down in history. That's like the funniest like television thing I've ever seen.
It was good as hell.
So watch that, by the way.
That's season 1, episode like 2 of Bad Girls Club.
It's the entire episode. She just fights people and goes to sleep and wakes up and fights people.
Yeah, it's
Love
very,
Tipsy
very goofy.
Ripsy.
Very goofy.
Yeah, and then the next day, that's when we had finally planned to go see your dad and make the drive.
Yeah. And we went to Buc-ee's.
We did Buc-ee's. Cheddar!
He can walk past.
You never know when he's just going to decide
You
to
never
sit there.
know.
You never know.
You never know. He's trying to turn on my TV.
He is.
We went to Buc-ee's. I've never been to Buc-ee's before, so it was very exciting for me. I got very overstimulated, and I tried to buy everything.
Yeah, there was a lot of people the first time we went in going crazy. I almost got a Buc-ee's bikini just because it was like the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I was trying to get a Buc-ee's like Hawaiian shirt. It had like swim trunks too with it, so it looked slay as hell as a whole fit. But I was like, she was like, no. So I said, okay. But then I kept thinking about it. But then whenever I got there, I wasn't like as in love with it as I was like the first time. So then that's whenever I got like this Buc-ee.
Yeah, so now you got 2 Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I got 2 Buc-ee's. I got this Buc-ee and I got a little Buc-ee that's on my piano.
Yeah. It was super cool just going in there and exploring. Like Buc-ee's is just so huge and there's so much fun stuff going on because there's literally everything you could think of almost in that store. And then the whole time it kind of smells like meat. Yeah. But also like fudge. Yeah. Which is kind of overwhelming.
Because I don't like the smell of fudge. Because I don't like
I don't like the smell of sweet meat. You gotta have one or the other. So it was kind of like making me nauseous.
And then the Buc-ee mascot. Ugh. I wanted to take a picture with Buc-ee so bad, but
horrified of mascots. Like they are the scariest thing. And I felt like he kept following me around and I was getting really scared.
He wanted you.
I hated it because they always like seek me out, but they really fucking freak me out. I can't deal with that. But we found these things called Big Sips. Yeah. Which are like buzz balls that are 16% and they taste like juice and they are extremely dangerous. And I brought home like 10 of them because I literally fell in love with it. So Big Sips if you want to get turned for real.
Period.
Big Sip over buzz ball. I can't even lie.
Big Sip, bruv.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Just like your sips.
Just like my sips. Seeing your father was fun. I had never met Paulette's dad before. So it was definitely a time. Yeah. He had really cute pit bulls and I love pit bulls. I fucking love them. So I was immediately like, yep, these are my besties right here. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then I got to see my sister that I hadn't seen in like forever because my whole family situation stuff is all over the place and that's just so much lore that we don't have time to get into.
I know. We could do like a whole podcast each of just like individual family lore.
Yeah. So it was nice to see my father because he was in jail. That's all I could say is he was in jail.
More than that. He's a very funny man though.
Yeah, he's goofy. I'm like,
he's definitely goofed up.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm so goofy. You can see where I get it from now.
Goofy runs in the family and your brother too, low-key. He was chill, but he was also goofy as hell.
Yeah, my whole family's just goofy on my dad's side. My mom's side's something else.
That's the hater side.
Yeah. So
except for Chris. Chris is also kind of goofed up.
Yeah.
But no, that was really fun. And we're in technically what is Paulette's trailer that you have.
Well, it was a camper. Not that big.
Definitely not that big for all the people that we had in there.
I know. And then the dogs kept trying to go in there and we're like, oh my God, please.
Like there is not enough room in here. We are like squished in this little booth. It's like me, pile of clothes, Paulette. And anytime Paulette would like leave, your dad would just be like, I'm gonna come sit with you, friend. And I'm like, that's okay. You're allowed to sit with me. Yeah. This is definitely your house that I'm in. So that's fine with me. And we keep having to reiterate that we are not dating just because we are both gay and both here.
Literally. I'm like, This fool just really wants to meet my dad for some reason.
Because we're besties. I gotta know.
Yeah.
I gotta know what's going on. You know my parents.
That's true.
You know my parents very well, so.
That's true. And I'm glad that you did get to meet him because he is like such a character that it's like.
It takes a special type of person to be able to digest that. And I'm
Yeah.
very special.
Yeah. More than you know.
I'm super special.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have to be like, no, I have a girlfriend, like I have a wife, like it's a very serious thing. So I'm sitting there, barbecue sauce on my brisket.
It's not barbecue sauce on my brisket.
Paulette
we were eating brisket.
Is outside with their brother doing things that I don't know if I should say.
We were smoking something nice. There we go.
Smoking something nice.
Yeah.
Not talking cigarettes.
Yeah. Or brisket.
I'm not talking brisket. So your dad is sitting next to me, and I just kind of got like my phone screen pulled up, like just sitting there. Yeah. And mind you, like I think I said last time, my lock screen is this picture of Lisa Vanderpump looking very adorable. And he goes, "Oh, is that your wife?" And I'm just like,
she said yes.
I was like, "Ooh, well, in the sense that," and it was just very funny because I didn't know how to say, "No, that's just Lisa Vanderpump." I don't even know if your dad knows who that is. So
I don't think he would know. That's like a very.
I'm like, that's a Real Housewife. Like,
I feel like Real Housewives is like for like gay men or really old ladies.
Yeah,
like,
and then randomly us for some reason.
And then like the random 20-year-olds that are weird like us, but
yeah, so I was just like,
weird like
us. No, that's not my girlfriend. That's my other girlfriend.
She wishes.
That's the love of my life right there.
I like the way that Bucky looks on this camera now.
I do too. Like he actually looks so good. Bucky and Eileen, who would have thought?
Period.
What a duo.
The combo that we didn't know we needed.
The combination.
Yeah.
So we were there for a little bit, and honestly, it was a pretty good time. Yeah. I enjoyed meeting your family.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun.
And then before we left, I got entrusted with this stuff that was very, very, very scary to drive home with.
No, it was actually terrifying, and it reeked.
Yeah. So I had to like bury it, and then we kept seeing a whole bunch of like popo out.
Oh my god! And then the popo randomly like did their little
like
siren thing. I'm like, well, mind you, the road's like this big.
Exactly.
Trying to get over, it's almost like two lanes here. Literally. So already trying to get over.
And it's not like we were going fast. So I think he just did it to be an asshole because it was like, what the hell?
It was definitely very
didn't even do anything.
We were
wrong.
already getting over. There were people in front and behind us. Like, and it was like very random where they were.
Exactly.
Like you turn. It's the middle of the fucking night. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm doing my best here, okay?
Literally, and she's the one driving, and she doesn't really drive that much, so she didn't know what was going on. So I'm over here like, hey, you gotta do this.
So I'm like, don't freaking beep at me. Exactly. That's rude. Cops are rude.
Yeah. It was disrespectful.
It was really freaking disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that. We went back. What did we do? That's the night that we watched Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
So yeah, watched Tipsy Ripsy. Kind of just packed up everything because we were leaving.
Why does that say check out? Oh, okay, we left.
Yeah, we checked out the next day.
I was just like, what does that mean, check out? What did we check out?
Checked out everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there were horses where we were staying, but she couldn't go feed them because the lady was out and she didn't want to interact with her.
It was very strange because when they said like it was on the same property, I thought they just meant like on the property, but like further away on the land.
Yeah.
But it was literally like, boom, the main house, boom, where we are. Like this is like the garage. We're in the garage, basically. Like a house in the middle of the garage.
Yeah.
So we would like get out of the house or like go in, and like one of the people would just be like right there in their yard talking to us. And it was really embarrassing because this one time it was really hot and we were coming back, so I just had like I'd taken off my long skirt and I had like my shorts on under it, but I was also wearing a crop top. But I was like, oh, it doesn't matter, it's just us, and then we're just gonna walk in. I get out, the freaking owner is just out there talking to us, and I'm getting out on his side, so he sees me get out in these freaking booty shorts, like everything out,
so
crop
big.
top, and he's trying to talk to us, and I'm just like, I felt very awkward.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, yeah, we're having a great time. And I'm just like under the influence. I'm under the influence being like, yeah, it's such a good time just trying to be coherent and seem sober enough and everything. So,
Basically, yeah.
yeah, I was like praying that he would be done talking to us soon so that way I could go inside.
So that's kind of what sucked. Every time the horses would be out at the back gate where I wanted to see them, we would either like be in the middle of like doing something, like we had to leave or whatever, or the lady would be right out in her backyard, and I just didn't want her to talk to me anymore. Like, they were nice, but I don't like doing that. I don't like when people talk to me.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to feed the horses this time. That's okay, because there's always the next time.
Exactly. That place was cool. Hopefully they get their refrigerator sorted out.
Yeah, because otherwise it was a very nice Airbnb.
Yeah. Their bed was comfy as fuck.
It was super comfy. We were knocked the fuck out each night for sure.
Literally. Had her snoring over there. Had me going.
Bro, we were drooling all over our pillows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun. When we checked out, we just kind of moved over to your parents' house.
Yeah.
Rest of the day, but your mom was going to work, so she kind of said bye, peace out.
Yeah, well, no, we hung out with her. They got boba.
Oh, I forgot all about that. We literally went to Marshall's and got boba.
Yeah. We didn't get boba at Marshall's.
No, but that would be really cool. We went to this boba place that your parents heavily kept talking about because they obviously really wanted to go get boba with us.
Exactly. Yeah, and then I bought them boba because it was my mom's birthday. So I was like, that's nice because I didn't know what to get my mom. So
you got her boba?
Yeah, I bought her boba and then I literally got her like these Mother's Day little Debbie cakes and I said, here you go, happy birthday.
That's true. We dropped off all our extra random stuff like the iced coffees and the milk we had bought that we couldn't really take with us. We just said, here you go, happy birthday, you get that. But Marshall's was fun. We realized that we really like Marshall's.
Yeah, I want to see if they have Hey Dudes for me, and then obviously I want like a bathroom caddy so I can have something to hold up in my bathroom. Yeah. So I can have my stuff not just hanging on by a thread, basically, always threatening my feet.
Yeah, the way that everything just kind of falls. Yeah. Bathroom caddy would be nice. And I just love how they always have the most random, like, discounted, like, body perfumes and, like, lotions and washes. It's just very fun to be in there and just look around and see what they have.
I got a new water bottle for work.
That's true. It was like, what, $8?
Yeah.
So that was super fucking cool.
Oh, and I got some short.
Super fucking cool.
Yeah, I got some shorts too for work. They're dry fit shorts, so they are very breezy, very nice to work in.
So overall, Marshall's 10 out of 10, and we're gonna hit up. We're going to Marshall's or what?
We are. Like, whenever we get paid again.
Whenever we have money, once again.
Yeah, we're going to Marshall's,
and it's gonna be really fun. Yeah, I completely forgot we did that. But that was awesome.
Yeah, and then we hung out with my stepdad some more. We went to Chili's.
It was yummy.
Yeah, it's one of the better Chili's that I'd gone to. I'm really sad about my burger. On the way back.
That was sad.
My stepdad gave us a cooler to like keep my stuff in, and then also if we wanted like drinks and stuff, but we just had it in the to-go container, like the little like styrofoam ones that you get from the place, and so the ice melted and it got in my burger container.
It literally had burger fry water in there.
Yeah, and I was like,
it marinated.
Yeah, and I couldn't even eat my burger because it was all soggy and gross and water filled, and I had half a burger left.
That burger was honestly huge as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, there was no way you could eat that in one sitting.
No.
But I told you, Chili's has gotten a lot better. Ever since, I think, like, the pandemic and they reopened, they're going, like, super hard on their food now.
As they should. Fuck Applebee's, though.
Fuck Applebee's. Applebee's is always trash. Chili's is low-key a little bit goated right now. Like,
I've always liked Chili's more than Applebee's if I had to choose. I was just like, bruh, I could have gotten Whataburger one more time.
That was all it was. You just wanted Whataburger.
Okay, and
I didn't.
You didn't have to.
Yes, I did.
No. Making us go to Chili's in Texas.
And Chili's was
You've never been to Texas.
Good.
And she says, I won't go Chili's. Chili's everywhere, bitch.
I don't go anywhere that I don't know that I already like. So I was never going to go anywhere else.
No, you could have went to Taco Bell so I could have Whataburger.
Oh, Taco Bell's freaking everywhere, bitch.
No, it isn't.
Taco Bell is only in
Mama Taco smell you later, and I'm at Whataburger.
Whatever. Next time we're going to Taco Bell and you can get Cinnabons.
Yes, I really want those.
And I just really like Taco Bell.
Bro, why don't we get Taco Bell now? Fuck the chicken. Let's go get Taco Bell.
I already put the chicken out.
Fuck the chicken. Let's go get Taco Bell Cinnabons.
Don't make me think about Taco Bell.
Think about it. Think about your order. 3 crunchy tacos.
3 cunty tacos.
Exactly. 3 cunty
title
tacos.
Of your sex tape.
Jerry. My sex tape.
Jerry sex tape. 3 cunty tacos.
So am I having the sex tape with Jerry?
Well, no. I just started thinking about Jerry because she loves tacos.
I don't like that you're first, like.
Because, well, that's just a funny thing to say.
Well.
And then I remember
in
Jerry.
Conclusion.
We will get Taco Bell eventually.
Cinnabons. Just give me the Cinnabons, bro.
I hate that they only come in like 2 or like 12.
Give me 12.
You can have
I will
one.
eat them.
What was that?
Eat them like your mama's cooch. We'll bleep that
out.
What?
Yeah, don't say that.
No, I'm going to leave it in, but I'm going to bleep out cooch.
But, yeah, got the chilies.
The chilies.
We said goodbye to Chris.
Goodbye.
Pretty much.
Farewell.
Right after that. Yeah,
because we already talked.
What?
Why does it say listen to scary stories, Obama?
Remember? One of the scary stories.
Oh, yeah.
One of the scary stories. Apparently, it was like, ooh, there's a ghost haunting their phone, and it made Obama call them. It was like, I looked at my phone, and it said, Mr. President.
Obama.
And attached was a picture of Obama. And that really just, like, took us out in the moment. It was like, wait, what the fuck? Why is Obama calling you?
Yeah, that was goofy as hell.
That was, honestly, listening to the scary stories was really fun. Because it was so fucking, like, some of them were so random. It was a really good time, but it made Oklahoma even scarier than it already was.
It really did.
And like we said, we saw that hitchhiker.
Cheddar
why do you keep wanting to do it? The hitchhiker was Cheddar.
And the hitchhiker
Just come here.
Was Cheddar.
Just come sit at some point. Why do you want to stand right there? Why do cats do this?
I don't know, bro. God. You're gonna mess up my setup.
You know that it's our time. These are the best days of our lives. Just raise your glasses high. This one's for you tonight.
Okay, we're back.
Cheddar literally got wasted for a second.
Are you gonna sing? Oh my God, Cheddar.
I'm gonna pee.
Lisa. Oh, Lisa. All right. Is that like what?
Is that real?
What?
Yeah.
In conclusion, Cheddar, stay out of here.
At some point towards the end, I guess Paulette was so tired that they Googled blue light on their phone and just looked at pictures of blue light. And I thought that was really fucking funny.
I did, because I was like, blue light keeps you awake. Let me see if looking at a picture of a blue light would work.
Like, it was low-key brutal. But when we finally got home, we kind of immediately just got in here. It was like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Fell asleep. I slept till 4 p.m.
I slept until like 2:30 because I was like, I need to unpack and like do all of this stuff. So I was like, let me get up. Because the sooner I get it over with, the sooner I can just lay down. And I think now it's been like, 4 days since we've been gone?
Oh, God.
Since we've been gone.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And I'm finally feeling normal again. And then I'm so mad that I have to go to Ohio.
Like, I'm finally kind of getting back on track. Really dumb that this is my one day off, like, from getting back to Texas to going to Ohio. And I have this stupid work meeting at literally 7 p.m., which is my bedtime. So
that's your make us dinner and then we watch Housewives or Vanderpump Rules time.
I know. That's why I have to make dinner at 5.
How are we gonna have dinner then or lunch then? It's 4:09.
We have lunch.
We have lunch.
And then I immediately make dinner.
That doesn't make sense, fo.
Well, you gotta think.
No.
Well, actually, it won't take that long because
So then we just eat dinner like at old people time.
So just yeah. But that was Texas.
That was Texas. In conclusion, Texas was good, but it was also very exhausting.
Traveling is crazy. I can't believe people do it all the time.
Yeah. But that's the end, I guess.
That's the end.
We don't have a way to end.
Yeah, we'll have the vlog coming soon.
Yeah,
song
vlog
coming soon.
We have Texas Rodeo coming soon. We've made a theme song, so that'll be hopefully attached to this episode if I feel like finally finishing the production on that.
Basically,
it's a lot of work.
You're gonna get what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And then
we're trying our hardest.
Yeah, we'll come back with another one. We'll talk probably about Ohio because we are seeing our old coworkers. So library throwback, and apparently there's some super messy stuff going on. So that's gonna be fun. We're gonna have lots of
Cheddar. I will beat you up.
Yeah, this is the bad omens that Cheddar just won't leave us alone. So we have to go.
Exactly.
Bye, guys. That was Texas.
Goodbye. Thank you for tuning in to Little Does Her Know podcast. Like, subscribe.
Goodbye.
Share this with your besties.
Comment below. Texas.
Share this with your enemies. Tell us your thoughts.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.